Recently, I came across two scenarios, both which made me think that perhaps in organizations or maybe as well as in families, group decision making is much more is a very different cup of tea than individual decision making. I was talking to a CEO of an organization and she was saying that she has been a very successful CEO in a particular industry, and she had then been taken up for an assignment by a company which wants to grow, which is also in the same industry. However, she said that for the last 1 year, I have been trying to change this organization, and the way it is working. However, it's like I've just not been able to achieve any progress. Every time I try to do something, I'm aghast to see that again after a period of 1 month, we've gone back. Another instance, totally in a sales scenario that I had faced, was when I presented my solution individually. Every person, they liked it. But when it was presented to the group forum, I was surprised to see that the order go to a much larger and a known entity. When I asked that why did this happen, most of the managers there said that individually we liked your presentation, but when we were discussing as a group, somehow consensus could not be built on taking you as our provider, maybe because of several reasons. It just made me think it's not about losing the deal or winning the deal, but group decision making, is it something much bigger than what we understand? Is the biggest challenge to a person who wants to change an organization all about this group behavior which seems to exist even without knowing? Individual behavior, we all know, is all about what we talk of as the iceberg and the values, motives, beliefs, and all thoughts, attitudes. However, when we talk of group behavior, I often see that these are a culmination of norms, cultures, shared values, beliefs, um, and they tend to pull, the way I have seen or witnessed till now, is that they tend to pull towards safety and no risk. This becomes a very big challenge to a leader who's trying to change an organization, because the group behavior, knowingly or unknowingly, tends to pull everything back. So how does someone change a group behavior? I've been I've been uh, I have been lucky to witness that also, where a government company was taken over, a government organization which was not doing well was taken over by a private entity, and it was turned around by the same group of people in a matter of 1 year. Now 1 year is a very short time to actually turn around a company, but here was a management which did that. And if I look at it, and since I was involved in the complete turnaround process, what I realized that there were four things which the leader did. A gentleman of impeccable integrity. What he did was that he inculcated fear and hope, saying that the plant will close down, and if it closes down, nothing happens to me, you guys only lose your jobs. Let's be very clear. But if you follow What I am telling you to do, I am here to ensure, I promise you, and I will stand amongst you, and I promise you that you all will be happy. Then demonstrate a sense of urgency. You have to be there, telling the same thing again and again and again. Show the direction. Because often when people are in doubt, they need someone whom they can trust, who can show the direction to them. And be there. Do not vanish away somewhere. To hold the things when they start crumbling or falling in cracks. But how do you do it? Do you as a CEO, or do you as a individual, do you recruit people from outside? Is it necessary? What I have realized is that this kind of group decision making is all about understanding people very well and working with those people to make things happen the direction in which it is right. And the crux of this whole thing is the ability to find the right people from within, not outside. If you can do this as a leader, there'll always be a group of people who want to change, who understand, who are a part of this tug of war, the push and pull, who tend to go towards the status quo, who don't want to change things, who don't want to challenge the group the way the group is thinking. But there is always a group of people who want to challenge, who are respected in the organization, who if they take up the gauntlet, the rest of the organization will also believe them. So as a CEO individually, while you can attempt to make this change, as a group, remember that group decision making is a very, very different thing. And be aligned to the thought that group decision making might be a very different approach than the individual decision making. Individual behavior, one can discuss, dialogue with a lot of sensitivity. This can be done. But group behavior, it needs further thought. Think deeper when you are handling any groups.